Hi guys, it's me. Why has he gone from a GTI Club Sport to a diesel 3 Series? And it was kind of explained in a previous video. I was put in a situation where I needed a car. If I wanted another performance car, I have to wait months and months. BMW completely fucked up in every level, and so this car is sort of compensation. So I'm not paying much for this car at all. This is a 40-something thousand pound car. It's brand spanking new, and I'm paying buttons, absolute buttons for it, the equivalent of like a 20,000 pound car. So it's not what I want, but it's what I've got, and I've got it for 2 years, and I had very low expectations. I thought it was going to be absolute shit. I had a 328 in Miami, hire car, and it was alright, but I didn't like the interior that much. I don't think it was that great of a car. Steering feel wasn't that great. All in all, it was a bit of a letdown. So I had very low expectations, and oh boy, was I wrong. This car is absolutely fucking brilliant. It really is. It is brilliant. It is so good. And I've driven a lot of fast cars. I've owned a fast car. This really does not let me down. So I'm going to go through the positives and negatives. So positives, it's obscenely fast. And not just it feels fast, it is fast. It is fucking fast. There's no lag. It's just instant oomph. It hurts. Actually hurts. You know that feeling you get in a roller coaster, where when you go down, you get that kind of butterflies in your stomach. It gives you that straight away from idle. Just whomp. And I guess that kind of makes sense. I mean, it's a highly turbocharged diesel, 3 litre straight 6. It's a powerful engine, and you feel it. It's just amazing. It feels so effortless. No matter what speed I'm at, no matter what I do, it just goes, and it goes like shit off the shovel. Just incredible torque. All this crap about diesel having bad throttle response, sorry, I'm going to shoot that down right now. The throttle response on this is better than it was on my S3, and that's stock and tuned with 2 different people mapping it. This knocks it out, hands down. Okay, very responsive. Fucking hell. I just look at the throttle and it just goes. Amazing. And it's done that from stock. So I'm going to put it on cruise now so I don't break the law. This is faster stock than the S3 is stock, and it's only a tiny bit slower than the tuned S3. And then the S3 would only ever really own it at the high RPMs. It's a petrol engine, so most of the power was at 4,000 above. This one makes all its power at like 2,000. So there's not much between them. If anything, this feels a lot faster because of the torque. Fuel economy wise, amazing. Easily get 50 miles to the gallon plus. If I'm caning it, 35 to 40. Not bad, right? Pretty impressive, especially in London. And then it drives better. It feels better to drive than the Audi. The Audi was very numb, had no steering feel. The suspension was shit. The brakes were alright. The brakes were okay. But dynamically, the S3 had nothing going for it. I had to tune it to make it good, which is ridiculous. That's a hot hatch, and it felt like I was driving a Bentley. The suspension would crash and wallow, it was super soft. Only when I put the Bilsteins on did it become good. Now, what I'm saying is the BMW drives better, it feels better to drive. You know, you actually enjoy driving it, which the Audi didn't have as standard. However, and we're going to go to the negatives now. The suspension on this, on the 335D, is shit. It's an M Sport, but they give you SE suspension. Now, why that is, I don't know. But that's what BMW does. So, it's very high, and it's very soft. And you can feel it when you stop, and you can feel it when you take off. That sucks. Looks wise, it also looks shit. It looks so boring. It's got a really crappy looking exhaust on the back. Again, I don't know why BMW did that, because the generation before, it came with, on the M Sport, it came with the double-sided exhaust. It looked cool. It looked just like the 335i. But for this generation, they deliberately made this car look really crap. It looks like a 318. But then I kind of like it for that as well. I like that because I don't attract any attention. And I mentioned this before, I got way too much attention in the S3. And I'm not an attention seeker at all. I got the S3 over the Golf R because it was a bit less flashy. I'm a very covert kind of person. I like to be under the radar. I don't like attracting attention of police. I don't like attracting attention of idiots, which those hot hatches are like magnets to idiots. This car just, no one expects it. No one cares. A lot of people say that the 335D is like the real world M3. And a lot of people think that's a load of shit. Kind of is and it kind of isn't. It gives you more performance than the M3 in real life, yes. Because you don't have to rev it, it's got more torque, and it's better on fuel. So in the real world, and that's like driving like this and then just putting your foot down a little bit, yes it is faster than the M3. So if you're just driving it on the street and you're just doing dual carriageways and you're just potting around and need to overtake and have a quick blast, yes, the 335D will own an M3. It will own most things, especially since it's got four-wheel drive. It's raining, that M3 is going to be in all sorts of trouble. Nope, it grips. However, it doesn't give you, it doesn't look like an M3, it doesn't feel like an M3, and doesn't sound like an M3. So you don't get any of that, I guess you could say, bullshit. So if you can look past the bullshit, because let's be honest, the M3 sound is artificial. Outside it sounds like a bag of shit. The suspension's actually really hard and not that comfortable, and they don't actually handle that well. But for most people that drive it at 5 temps, it feels amazing. It feels race car. If you can look past all that superficial stuff, then yes, this is a better car. But then it looks and feels boring. I mean, the sound, that's another negative. The sound is shit. It sounds crap. And listen. Whoopee. It's all fake. It's a fake V8. It goes through the speakers. I don't like that, but that's what it has. Oh my goodness, this finished. Very, very good. The power feels like you're in like a Rolls Royce or like a Bentley with a big 6-litre twin turbo engine. It just wafts without much effort, without much noise. And unlike most diesels, it actually has a top end. 4,000 to 5,000 actually pulls, you feel the extra boost. I don't know, it's got 2 turbos, small turbo, big turbo, and the big turbo is supposed to take, kick in at high RPM, and I think that's what's happening. Very smooth car, very smooth, very, very smooth. Feels like you're riding on air, which is probably why it feels so bloody soft. But you know what, all that's fixable. It's fixable. Suspension is so easy. All you got to do is put some Bilsteins on it. It's like 500 quid. And you're done. That's it. So yeah, positives: torque, power, feel, comfort, price. For me anyway, the price. Negatives: looks, sound, and the suspension. That's it. So all in all, it's not bad. And you think about it, most modern cars sound shit. Most modern cars now sound crap. They have to put artificial sound symphonizers on them anyway. I believe you can actually change the sound symphonizer on this to sound like the M3 or the M5. Oh, negatives. I hate the indicators on BMWs. Now, everyone always slates BMW drivers for not indicating. They actually have a bloody excuse. And that is, they got these stupid indicators, right? Now, most indicators, when you go left or go right, they stay in position. Okay, they click, they have a tactile feel, bang, they're up. Okay, that indicator's on. And then you know you have to turn it off because you felt the click and you also can physically see it if you look. BMWs don't have that. They've got this kind of digital button. So you hold it and it goes back. And it doesn't click. It doesn't really click. So you don't really know it's on. And then because it resets back to its original position anyway, you have to move it again to turn it off. It's really shit. And it's hard to tell the difference between doing a 3-second indicate, because you know you can just tap it, a soft indicate. You can't tell the difference between a soft indicate and a hard indicate. You can't tell the difference. You kind of have to hope. And then so if you think that you left it on a hard indicator and it's still indicating, because sometimes you can't even hear it, it's very quiet, you press it up again, but this time you're indicating the other way, so you'll look like you're going left and right, look like a freaking idiot. So BMW drivers have an excuse not indicating, because half the time I don't want to indicate because it's so fucking stupid. It's the only car that's got it. Oh, and Minis as well, because they're made by BMW. I've been in Mercedes, I've been in Audis, been in Volkswagens, I've been in pretty much, I don't think even Alfa Romeo have got that. I think it's only BMW. It's shit. BMW, stop that. Stop it. Just, it's an indicator for fuck's sake. Don't try and reinvent something, it doesn't need to be reinvented. A standard indicator is great. This is junk. It's ridiculous. It ruins the car. It ruins driving it around. It really does. Other than that, they've got everything bang on. You know, the iDrive's fantastic, the sat-nav's good. Steering wheel's bloody love. This is a lovely steering wheel, guys. This is one of my favourite steering wheels I ever had. The leather on it is super soft, it's thick, it looks gorgeous, it feels gorgeous. The only thing negative would be it doesn't have a flat bottom. I like flat bottoms, I do. No, not on women, I mean on steering wheels. It doesn't have a flat bottom. But other than that, armrests are in a perfect place. You don't need to adjust it. Always had to in the Audi. It's got good cup holders as well, which I'm going to use in a minute. It's a great car. It really is a good car. It has impressed me on so many levels. Oh my goodness. And there's the police. I gotta say, it's one of the good things about this car. It's so quiet that you can speed and no one knows you're speeding. If I was in the S3 or anything else right then, I'd be in trouble. That policeman would turn around and be like, what the fuck is coming? And this? Nope. Very sensitive throttle on Sport Plus. I mean, you put the Audi in dynamic mode and it didn't feel any different in any other mode. It was shit. You would purposely put the car in dynamic all the time just to make it feel a bit better, whereas in this you put it in comfort because Sport Plus is actually too much. Oh well, it wasn't a very interesting video, I know, but it's just a small review of the car. It's great, it really is. It's comfortable, it's fast. What else do you need in a car? Alright, cool. Alright guys, see you later.